Hey, all my beautiful people out there. So I was just watching My 600-Pound Life, and it was with Vianney and Alan. That's the name of this couple on My 600-Pound Life. If you're not familiar, it's a show about people who are on a weight loss journey. They weigh over 600 plus pounds, and Dr. Now, who's the main doctor, who approves them of weight loss surgery if they show that they can be serious and lose weight. So that's pretty much the premise of the show. And they follow them in their journey and things of that nature while they try to lose this weight to get approved for weight loss surgery. So the couple, Vianney, who's the wife, and Alan, who's the husband, they're on this journey together. They're both over 600 pounds. And in the beginning, the wife is losing more weight than the husband. And this is just to give you guys context into the topic, all right, which the topic, you read the caption, the topic is when your partner or your friends or coworkers are jealous of you for evolving, okay? All right, you got to pay attention to that. People can be jealous of you for growing, evolving, for changing, for bettering yourself, because your evolution reminds them of their stagnation. Okay, now I have a little bit of ADHD, so let's get back to what I was saying with Vianney and Alan. So at first, Vianney, the wife, was losing weight first, and she lost over 60 pounds in a few months, and he only lost like 30 something pounds. And not only, like, that's not enough, but I'm saying only because he lost less than her, right? Boom. So, she's feeling good. She's happy. She lost a good amount of weight. And Dr. Now feels like she can be approved for weight loss surgery. So he approves her for weight loss surgery, but during the surgery, her heart actually stops beating for a little bit, and they have to stop the surgery. They come to find out she has an infection that needs to be taken care of. And after that happened, she fell off track. But when she was falling off track, her husband was telling himself he needs to do better. And he started to lose a lot of weight and quickly. While she was gaining weight quickly, she started gaining weight back. And guess what? She became jealous of her husband. All right. She became jealous of him. Watching him not eat as much was making her upset, because she's like, oh, my plate is always so full, and look at your plate. And instead of her being inspired by the fact that he's making changes that'll benefit his health, she became jealous, and she wouldn't eat with him because she didn't want to be reminded that she has fallen off track during her weight loss journey. So she stopped eating with him, and he said sometimes he would fill up his plate to look more like hers just so that they could eat together. Mind you, it's not like he wasn't supporting her. He was still supporting him. Babe, you could do it. But she was just so jealous of him that she could not even support him. They went back to Dr. Now office. He weighed himself. He got from 600 something pounds down to 228. And she didn't even have a whisper of, babe, you did so good. There was nothing. And there's a lot of people out there in the world like that. Not just partners, although I do think that that's something that people really need to pay attention to. But your family could do that. Friends, co-workers, where you are making decisions that are good for yourself, it could remind them of the decisions they aren't making for themselves. You can't help if you feel jealous, but you can help if your jealousy turns into anger and resentment, or if your jealousy turns to inspiration. You can be inspired but feeling jealous. You don't have to resent the person because they're doing things in the ways that you wish you could do it, and you feel like you can't. You could become inspired by it. But no, she didn't become inspired. And I've dealt with this in the workplace. I remember, I remember in the workplace, I have the balls to just do what I want. As far as if something is not working for me, I want to make a change. And I'm the type of person, if I realize a job isn't working for me, I will quit. Because then I will start to get depressed being somewhere where I do not feel valued, right? So in my last job, instead of quitting, I went part-time. And I noticed that one of the ladies at the job, she kept having these little sly remarks like, oh, why are you talking about you tired? You only work 3 days a week. She feels tied. Her identity feels tied to working, okay? And I could completely understand that. But what you're not going to do is be upset with me for making a decision that you don't have the balls to make. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes people will be jealous of you for making decisions that benefit you where they don't have the guts to do the same thing for themselves. And so you have to keep an eye out for things like that. Like, you're in a relationship and you're deciding you don't want to drink or smoke anymore because, you're really trying to become a more disciplined person, and so you want to release some habits that don't serve you, and you realize that your partner is upset, rather than them being supportive, like, wow babe, I'm proud of you, they actually become upset. And sometimes they'll try to tempt you to do that thing that you're trying not to do. And so I think that these are clear examples of when to distance yourself from said person. if someone is if your growth and evolution makes someone unhappy, that is not someone you want in your life. And I know that I cannot be the only one who has experienced this, but I'm watching the show and I'm getting livid. I'm getting so upset that she is jealous, not just jealous of her husband, but being mean towards him, starting to resent him, distancing herself from him, just so that she doesn't have to be reminded that she has fallen off track and he is doing much better for himself. People like that, I don't want around me. If you can't be happy for me, I don't want you around me, period. I remember when my sister and I, when we started back our She's Beauty business, where we were selling hair products, we don't sell those hair products anymore because my sister is locked, my mother's locked, I'm on a locked journey because my hair's not completely locked, as you can see. It's frizzy. The first half of it is locked and then the rest is still kind of curly. Anyway, I digress. So we're no longer selling those products, but however, when we did realize that a specific person did not say anything about it. We made a post and they liked the post, but they didn't reach out to me. Now, mind you, we're supposed to be cool. She didn't reach out to me and say, girl, I saw that you posted. I'm so proud of you. No, when people become silent, when you start doing big things for yourself, regardless if it succeeds or not, when people see that you are trying to, put yourself out there and you're starting up new businesses and you're doing things that's good for you, and it's silent, radio silent, those are the kind of people you don't want around you, period. And me, I am someone where I do let go of people in other people's opinion easily, but in my opinion, although yes, I do let go of people easily, sometimes I give chances just to make sure it's not me, because sometimes I think I avoid anything that makes me uncomfortable. So sometimes I'm like, let me make sure. But the older I get, the more my discernment, intuition is like, no, you don't need to make sure. You don't need to give this person 3 chances. They already showed you, believe them and move on. So if you have people that are not clapping for you, they're not supporting you when you are doing good for yourself, whether I said it again, I'm going to say it again, whether it's a partner, a friend, a coworker, a family member, doesn't matter who it is, those are people that you want to keep distance from. Because then that means that they rather you stay stuck just so that they could feel comfortable. That's messed up. So anyways, let me know if you've experienced anything like that. People in your life where you're evolving, you're trying to do better for yourself, and they're unhappy with your evolution. Because what did I say earlier? Your evolution reminds them of their stagnation. So let me know if you've experienced this. I definitely have, as I've said, and I have so many stories of this. Oh my gosh. But anyways, I love you guys, of course, and thank you to everyone who has been commenting. I absolutely love reading your comments and responding back. CJ and Sharice said something that I really like. I think it was Sharice that wrote the comment, but she said, just because she's in a happily marriage doesn't mean that she doesn't like having deep conversations about all topics. And that is what I love. I love for all of us to come together and have all types of conversations, because different perspectives will bring you different lessons, different you can gain wisdom from people who have different perspectives on things. So I absolutely love that. All of you guys are amazing, and all your creations and all that you do. I absolutely love it. I'm inspired each and every day by all of you. Anyways, thank you guys. I love you all. Truly from the bottom of my heart, it's genuine love that I feel for the people who support, whom I also support. So anyways, God bless you guys. And of course, peace.